Hi guys, today we are going to be doing multiple representations. All that means is that we will be given a word problem. We're going to write an equation from it. We are going to interpret a table, and we're going to make a graph and then answer questions about the problem. So on this one, a baby giraffe measures 6 feet tall. So I always underline what's important. When it is born, and it grows at a half a foot each month. Okay, so let's talk about, remember we need our equation, y equals mx plus b. So I need to figure out what my m is. What is my slope? I need to figure out what is my y-intercept. Your y-intercept is your starting point. Okay, so when the baby giraffe was born, how tall was he? Hopefully you just said 6 feet. So this would be our starting point. That's B. And it grows at an average of 6.5 feet. It grows in an average of a half foot each month. So that would be your slope or your rate of change. Now I can write my equation. Y equals 1/2 x plus 6. Okay, so that means after, when it's first born at 6 feet, after 1 month it'd be 6.5, after 2 months it'd be 7, and so on. So that's what we're going to do on the table. So this is your x, this is your y. When you're given a table, be sure you always label those and then write the equation right here. And I'm going to change 1/2 to 0.5. You can only do that whenever it is a non-repeating decimal. So like 2/3 wouldn't work because 2/3 is 0.6 repeating. So now I'm going to go plug this in. So I have 0.5 times 0 plus 6. Okay, so at 0 months, our baby giraffe is 6 feet tall. At 1 month, it's 6.5. So all I'm doing is plugging these numbers in for x. So I'm going to have really 7 problems here. Okay, so we're just going to keep on trucking. So that's 0.5. All right. And we are almost done. One more. And if you're not sure what these numbers are, then just use your calculator. All you would do is 5.5 times 5 plus 6, and it would give you the number. Now I need to go write, I need to label my graph. You always have to label it, because if they didn't give you any information but the graph, if you didn't have labels on there, we'd have no idea what it means. So this is months. Okay, and this over here is height. All right, so now I have to put numbers on there. So here is 0, and I look at my numbers. I'm going from 0 to 6 and 6 to 9. So I am going to, I'm going to count by ones because it goes up 10 and over 10, but I'm going to do it like this because it's neater. I write so big and not always the neatest. Okay, so now at 0 months, our baby giraffe is 6 feet tall. At 1 month, he's 6.5. At 2 months, he's 7. 3 months, 7.5. 4 months, 8. 5 months, 8.5. Notice how it's making a straight line. They always should make straight lines. It's called linear. Okay, and I just keep going. And at, oh, well, I guess I should have stopped right here. Okay, I got a little carried away. All right, so here we go. I'm going to use my ruler to draw a line. So I have a nice straight line, and I'm going to do my best to go through the dots. Now notice I only put an arrow on one end because the baby giraffe can't be less than 6 feet tall. Okay, so I only put an arrow on one end. He's only going to get taller. Now, explain how you found the ordered pairs to create the graph. Okay, well, we found the ordered pairs from the table, right? They're right there. This is 6, 0. This is 1, 6.5, and so on. So where did we find them? We found, whoops, that's not an E. We found the ordered pairs in the table. Okay. What is the slope? Okay. And what does it represent? So our slope was a half. And what does it represent? So your slope is a half. And it represents the amount the giraffe grows each month. Okay, what is the y-intercept? Well, look at your equation. Our equation said it was 6. Okay, and what does it represent? Okay, so our y-intercept, which is b, is 6, and it represents the height of the giraffe when it was born. All right. What does the ordered pair 9, 10.5 represent in context to the situation? Okay, that just means if we had that ordered pair in our table, what would it mean? Well, I think it means at 9 months, the giraffe will be 10.5 feet tall. If the giraffe is 12 feet tall, how many months is it? Okay, so if it is 12 feet tall, that's our height, that's our y. See, it's our y. Remember, we have our equation, y equals 0.5x plus 6. That's our y. So I can plug that in right here, and I can just solve it. I'm going to come over here now, so I have 6 equals 0.5x, those two canceled, divide by 0.5, so x equals 12 feet tall. Okay? All right, flip the page. Okay, so I am going to do this one, and we will do this one in class. Okay, so in that one, notice they don't give us a problem. We have to make up our own problem. So, let's see. We are talking about the cost of a large pizza. See why it's important to have labels. Of a large pizza and the number of toppings. Okay, and then here they tell us the number of toppings, and they give us the equation. I'm going to rewrite the equation because I like it to say y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to write it like that, and yeah, that is an x, believe it or not. Okay, so now we need a verbal description. So let's see. A large pizza cost. How much is a large pizza with 0 toppings? We can just, oh, it tells us right here, look. Okay, so a large pizza with 0 toppings is $12. So a large pizza cost $12. And that's because that's our y-intercept. That's our starting point. plus each topping is $1.50. Okay, so now we can go plug it in just like we did last time, x, y, and we write our equation. Y equals 1.5x plus 12. So now I'm going to go figure this out. 1.5 times 0 plus 12. So 0 toppings, $12. That's what we said. 1 topping will be $13.50. 2 toppings will be $15. 3 toppings will be $16.50, I do believe. Again, use your calculator if you don't know, like 1.5 times 3. All right, 1.5 times 4 and plus 12 is $18. 1.5 times 5 plus 12, and that is going to be $19.50. And then 1.5 times 6 plus 12 is $21. All right, so now I'm just going to graph it. 0 toppings, $12. 1 topping, $13.50. So here's 13. Whoa, my pencil lead just went out. 13, so up a little bit, about right there. So this one's going to be harder to make look straight because of the numbers. Here's 15, or because of the way they put the numbers on there. And then 3, $16.50. So here's 16, so it's going to be way down here. 4 is 18. 5 is $19.50. And 6 is going to be up over the line. There, it came out pretty straight. Okay, so now we are going to do that. Whoa, my pencil lead keeps going out. And again, I only put 1 arrow because you can't buy less than 1 pizza. Okay? All right, we will do the last problem in class together. And that is all.